The time after an interview can be very stressful, almost as stressful as the actual interview itself. This is because we're waiting for an outcome and we might be growing impatient, just wanting to know how it went. My name is Harvey, and if you stick with me today, we're going to explain how to perfectly follow up after an interview. We're going to be going over how long to wait. We've also got a template of a perfect email that you can send to hiring managers following your interview, and we're also going to be going over what to do if you're unfortunately unsuccessful for the job. That's enough chatting, let's get straight into it. I always recommend sending a personalised follow-up email to the hiring managers, whoever interviewed you, if you have not heard within 5 working days. There are many reasons why the hiring managers have not come back to you yet, so hopefully this will put your mind at ease if you're sat there wondering why you haven't heard yet. The organisation will want to see all candidates that they have in their pool for a certain position, and if one has rescheduled to a later date, of course, this will drag things out a little bit more before they give you an update. Hiring managers will also be assessing their feedback and deliberating on the best choice of candidate. This can take a few days, especially if the competition is very tight. Finally, a key stakeholder within the hiring process could be on holiday, which could of course drag things out even more. There are lots of behind the scenes bits that you might not know, so if you haven't heard as of yet, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're unsuccessful. Okay, so this is the perfect follow-up email to send to hiring managers if you haven't heard within 5 working days. Dear interviewer, and make sure you use their name here. Thank you very much for the opportunity to meet with yourself to discuss the role and the organisation further. I really enjoyed the process. I'm certainly very interested in the role and eagerly await your feedback. If there is anything you wish for me to explore further, or if you would like clarity on anything mentioned in the interview, please let me know. Kind regards, and then of course your name, and make sure that you include contact details. Of course, as you're emailing them, they'll have access to your email address, but you want to make sure you're highlighting your phone number there so they can easily contact you on the back of it if needed. I would leave it at this, but if you don't hear after another week, so another week past the 5 days, then potentially give them a call. Okay, just to reinstate your interest and show that even after time has passed, you are interested in the organisation and the role. But that's it. I wouldn't recommend following up any further after that call, as you want to showcase that you're eager but not desperate. I'm really sorry to interrupt this video. If you have enjoyed it so far and you are getting some use out of it, please do subscribe. That would be fantastic. It would really mean the world to me, and it will help motivate me to keep making interview, advice and careers content for you guys. We recently just hit 100 subscribers, and whilst this is a small number for some, it means a hell of a lot to me, so I really appreciate it. But anyway, let's get straight back to the video. Now, you may be greeted with the unfortunate news that you haven't been successful following those interviews. If you get this news, obviously it is pretty rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's difficult news to take sometimes, but I always recommend that you stay positive in any communication that you have with this organisation. If the recruiter calls you on the phone and tells you unfortunately you've been unsuccessful, then I'd still follow up with an email, but in most cases they will email unsuccessful candidates directly. Respond to this in a positive manner, saying that you're grateful for the opportunity and that you'd appreciate any feedback that they can provide to help you with future job interviews. This shows that you're dealing with a rejection in a very professional, very mature and composed manner, which is going to be very positive for the interviewers. There are instances where their preferred candidate may reject the offer, or the offer might fall through for them. For example, they might just not be looking for a job anymore, or they may get counter-offered. If this is the case, you could well be the next preferred candidate, and they might reach out to you to see if you're still interested. If you showcase that you took the rejection very well, i.e. you were professional and you're mature and you didn't show any anger or frustration, they may think more positively about reaching out to you to see if you'd be interested. Completely appreciate it's much easier said than done, but try to think of a rejection in a positive light after an interview. Think of it as a learning experience. I always say this, and I've said this in discussions with people that have commented on my videos: one door closes, another opens. Try not to think of it as a personal attack on you. Most cases, it's just because that organisation didn't require your particular skill set, or there was some experience and some knowledge that was just preferred in the process. That's not a personal attack on you, just what they're looking for at that time. Again, this is easier said than done, but I'd highly recommend that you don't emotionally attach yourself to a certain job role, because if it does unfortunately come out as unsuccessful, it's going to hurt a hell of a lot more. Try to see it as an objective process where you are simply expanding upon your skills and your experience and your interviewing practice. That way, if it doesn't go to plan, at least you've had a positive process where you've practiced your interviewing skills, and if it does go well, of course, that's just a bonus. So yeah, that's everything from me today. I hope this has helped. I will have the email that we spoke about written down in the description for you to refer to. Please use it as a template and wordsmith as you wish. I really hope this has helped and that you receive positive feedback following your interview. If you don't, as we've said, please do not worry. Just keep the energy up, keep those job applications going, and sooner or later, the right organisation and the right offer will come to you, I promise. Comment your thoughts below. We've had some fantastic conversations on other videos, and I always make sure that I reply in depth with responses. So if you have got any questions, just let me know below and we can go through it. But otherwise, have a lovely day. I wish you the best luck in your job search, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.